I have over 20 credit cards, and between my wife and I, we have nearly 40. It's easy to get the impression that you need that many cards to be successful in Cashback or in the points and miles game. But the reality is we don't nearly use that many cards even on a monthly basis. The truth is that with the right credit cards, you can gain thousands of dollars in Cashback or tens of thousands of points in points and miles each and every year. So in this video, I'm going to show you the only 6 credit cards that you need with a few honorable mentions added in. At the end, I'll show you a few superpowers of these top 6 credit cards that can truly unlock a whole new world. Let's start with a card that is really strong in groceries and dining, which are 2 categories that we definitely spend a lot of money on. That card is the Capital One Saver Rewards card. This is one of the best no annual fee credit cards on the market. The regular welcome bonus is $200 for $500 worth of spend in the first 3 months. Now, as great as that welcome bonus is, the power is in the multipliers. You'll earn 5% on hotels and rental cards that you book through the Capital One travel portal. And you'll get 3% on groceries, dining, entertainment, and popular streaming services. Those are outstanding multipliers on a no annual fee credit card. But there's actually one additional multipliers that even Saver One reward card holders even forget sometimes. And that is 8% on purchases through the Capital One entertainment portal. Buying tickets for a concert or a sporting event can cost you an arm and a leg. As a person that just bought tickets for Lady Gaga, I can tell you I almost feel an arm and a leg short. Getting 8% back on entertainment on any card is great, but on a no annual fee card, it is mind-blowing. The next card is an absolute must if you're a renter, and probably even if you're not. And that card is the Bilt Rewards card. This card has the distinction of being the only credit card that allows you to pay your rent without paying any fees. Even better than that, you can earn up to 100,000 points on your rent payments. And you get all of this with no annual fee. We're also hearing from Bilt that by the end of 2025, this will also apply to mortgage payments. Let's talk about the multipliers on this credit card. You'll get 5x on Lyft rideshare as well as on Bilt's partner neighborhood dining. You'll get 3x on dining, 2x on travel, 1x on everything else, and of course 1x on rent. Now, to earn those points, you do have to use the card at least 5 times during each billing period. Now, this does seem to trip people up sometimes, but let me give you a pro tip. Do all 5 of your transactions on the 1st of every month. And the reason for that is the 1st of every month is Bilt's rent day. On rent day, 3x dining becomes 6x. 2x travel becomes 4x, 1x on everything else becomes 2x, and rent at 1x remains the same. I pay my utilities, insurance, any travel that I have coming up, and maximize my points and get all 5 transactions in. In addition, they have excellent benefits, including trip cancellation and interruption protection, trip delay reimbursement, primary collision damage waiver when you rent vehicles, and cellular protection, just to name a few. As I'm doing this video in April 2025, we've actually just got additional announcements from Bilt. They have now added Southwest as a travel partner, and you can use the points that you've earned to pay for your student loans and even in some cases, student housing. This is a great card that can benefit renters or even homeowners like me. I've done different videos on the Bilt credit card, and I'll make sure to put links for those in the description. If you're finding this information beneficial, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel so you don't miss a single video or our weekly live stream Points and Miles report, where I go over all of the news and information that you need in the Points and Miles world. Let's move to my first honorable mention credit card. Applications actually only started being processed for this credit card in February of 2025, but it is the first credit card to give you points for your mortgage payments. It is the Mesa Home Owners Card. This card is a no annual fee credit card. Just like the Bilt credit card, there is no welcome bonus on this card, but it's not surprising with a no annual fee credit card that is paying you points for your rent, or in this case, mortgage. When it comes to the multipliers, they are groundbreaking. You get 3x on home-related expenditures. Now, I know that may sound a bit vague, and that's because it covers so many different expenses. It covers home improvement expenses, utilities, home maintenance like house cleaning, lawn care, pest control, home insurance, property taxes, even down to home decor and furniture. If that's not an amazing category, they even double down with another 3X category, daycare expenses. The daycare expenses cover daycare, nursery, as well as preschool. You'll also get 2X on grocery and gas, 1X on everything else, including rent. Those 3X categories can generate you tens of thousands of points. Mesa also offers over $800 in partner credits. When it comes to getting credit for the points that you get for mortgages, you are not actually using the Mesa homeowner's card. You're going to pay your mortgage the same way you always have. What you'll do differently is you will link the savings account or checking account you use to Mesa. Mesa will then track the payment and give you credit for the dollars that you spent. While Bill required you to do 5 transactions on the credit card to get credit for your points, Mesa went with the fact of you being required to spend at least $1,000 on the credit card each month. It's not ideal to have a minimum spend requirement on a credit card, but with those 3X categories, it definitely makes it easier. If we see Mesa continue to develop, they will definitely find their way into the top 6. Now, when it comes to rotating category credit cards, they really provide a lot of versatility, whether you have only a few credit cards or many of them. When it comes to rotating category credit cards, the top one is the Chase Freedom Flex. And once again, I'm introducing you to another no annual fee credit card. As great as the rotating categories are, this card is so much more. It comes with a $200 welcome bonus on $500 worth of spend in the first 3 months. For the multipliers, you'll get 5% on these rotating categories. You'll get 5% on travel that are booked through the Chase travel portal. You'll get 3% on dining and drugstore purchases, and 1% on everything else. Common rotating categories that we see throughout the year include groceries, fitness memberships, gas and EV charging, and Amazon, just to name a few. Benefits on this credit card include purchase protection, extended warranty protection, trip cancellation and interruption insurance, cell phone insurance, secondary collision and damage waiver, as well as travel and emergency assistance. This is a powerful credit card, and even though it's not considered a travel credit card, it has the protections of one. I have another honorable mention for you, and that is the Citi Strata Premier Credit Card. This card is forgotten about a lot, but it really should not be. This is Citi's entry-level travel credit card, but it is so much more. It could actually represent a one-card setup if you really wanted to. The annual fee on this credit card is $95, and the welcome bonus is 75,000 points for $4,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months. And when it comes to the multipliers, this is what can make it a one-card setup. You'll get 10X on hotels, car rentals, and entertainment booked through the Citi travel portal. You'll get 3X on air travel, other hotel bookings, restaurants, supermarkets, gas stations, including EV charging. And you'll get 1X on everything else. Did you notice that each of the most used categories are covered? Travel, dining, groceries, and gas? That is rare to find on one card. It also comes with trip delay protection, trip cancellation and interruption protection, and lost or damaged luggage insurance. All of this on a $95 credit card, so don't sleep on this credit card. The next card is not only just the best catch-all credit card with a minimum of 2X on every purchase, but it is also the lowest cost premium travel credit card, and that is the Capital One Venture X. This card does have an annual fee of $395, but it has 2 key credits that we'll talk about. The welcome bonus on the credit card is 75,000 points for $4,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months. When it comes to credits, you'll get a $300 annual travel credit to utilize in the Capital One travel portal, and each anniversary year, you'll get 10,000 points added to your account. Those 2 credits equal $400, which is $5 more than that $395 annual fee. The multipliers are 10X on hotels and rental cars that you book through the Capital One travel portal. You'll get 5x on flights and vacation rentals that you book through that same Capital One travel portal. And you'll get 2x on all other purchases. So what benefits comes with this premium travel credit card? You'll get return protection on your purchases as well as extended warranty. You'll also have trip delay reimbursement, trip cancellation and interruption coverage, and lost luggage reimbursement. But the benefits don't stop there. You'll get a $120 credit for global entry or TSA PreCheck and up to $800 in cell phone protection. When it comes to car rental, you'll get Hertz President's Circle and primary collision damage waiver. And then you'll get access to Priority Pass lounges as well as Capital One lounges. Another excellent benefit is authorized users. In this case, I'm actually an authorized user of my wife's Capital One Venture X. Authorized users are commonly charged annual fees. On the Chase Sapphire Reserve, you're charged $65 for each authorized user. When it comes to the American Express Platinum card, it is a whopping $195 each year. What about the Venture X? $0 on the first 4 authorized users. Just a few of the key benefits that I get as an authorized user is having that Hertz President's Circle status, the primary collision damage waiver, as well as being able to access the lounges on my own. You cannot go wrong with the Capital One Venture X. And I actually did a detailed video of how to maximize the credit card, and I'll make sure to have a link for that in the description. The next card is one I call a chameleon credit card, one that can be whatever you need it to be each and every month. There is only one card that fits this description, and that is the Citi Custom Cash. This is another no annual fee credit card. The welcome bonus on the card is $200 for $1,500 spend in the first 6 months. And this card is all about the multipliers. You'll also get 4% cash back on hotels, car rentals, and entertainment that you book through the Citi travel portal. This 4% multiplier is currently slated to go through June 30th of 2026. You'll get 5% on your top eligible spending category each billing cycle up to $500. So what are those eligible spend categories? They are restaurants, groceries, gas stations, select travel, select transit, select streaming services, drugstores, home improvement stores, fitness clubs, and live entertainment. The beauty of this is that Citi will determine where you've spent the most money at and allocate that 5% accordingly. But the pro tip is really determine before your billing cycle what you're going to commit to spending the money on that credit card for. If you decide groceries are best, then only use that card to spend for groceries up to that $500. Because any other expenditures is only going to get you 1%, and that's no good. No matter what your credit card setup is, there is a place for this card each and every month. I have another honorable mention credit card, and it is the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I've mentioned that the Chase Sapphire Reserve is a premium travel credit card, and it has a $550 annual fee. The Chase Sapphire Preferred is the entry-level travel credit card, and it has a $95 annual fee. The normal welcome bonus on this credit card is 60,000 points for $4,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months. At the time that I'm filming this video, there's actually an elevated offer for 100,000 points for $5,000 worth of spend in the first 3 months. The multipliers are 5x on travel booked through the Chase travel portal, 3x on dining, online groceries, and select streaming services, 2x on other travel purchases, and 1x on everything else. The card comes with a lot of benefits for a $95 credit card, and it starts with a $50 hotel credit when you book your hotel through the Chase travel portal. You'll also get trip cancellation and interruption insurance, primary collision damage waiver, baggage delay insurance, trip delay reimbursement, travel and emergency assistance, purchase protection, and extended warranty. This is definitely an excellent entry-level travel credit card, and both my wife and I each have one. The next credit card has been considered the gold standard for earning points for dining as well as grocery shopping, and that is the American Express Gold Card. A lot of people may consider this card something difficult to get because of the status it's built, but you would be wrong. I thought the same thing when I was looking at the card at the beginning of my credit card journey. Actually, the difficulty level is normal and might actually be low difficulty. This card does have a $325 annual fee, but it does have credits that are supposed to bring that annual fee down. But let's first look at the multipliers. You'll get 4x at restaurants worldwide up to $50,000 annually. You'll also get 4x at U.S. supermarkets up to $25,000 per year. You'll get 3x on flights booked directly with the airline or through the Amex travel portal. You'll get 2x on prepaid hotels and other eligible travel that you book through the Amex travel portal. And you'll get 1x on all other eligible purchases. Benefits on the card include purchase protection, extended warranty, baggage insurance plan, as well as secondary collision damage waiver. Now, what about those credits to bring that $325 annual fee down? There's an $84 credit for Dunkin', or formerly known as Dunkin' Donuts, and that is allocated at up to $7 available as statement credits each month. There's a $100 credit for Resy, which is the restaurant platform with American Express, and that is allocated as a $50 semi-annual credit. And then there is a $120 dining credit, which is allocated as up to $10 in statement credits each month. The American Express Gold Card is the primary point generator if you are going to be seeking to get American Express membership reward points. And that is why it has a place in the top 6. Now, I talked earlier about superpowers that you could unleash within these top 6 credit cards. Of the 6 credit cards, 3 of them are cashback. They are the Capital One Saver Rewards Card, the Chase Freedom Flex, and the Citi Custom Cash. So if you're on Team Cashback, these are great cards, but I'm all about flexibility and options. The superpower of each of these credit cards is that when they are paired with a particular credit card, you have the option to convert the cashback to points and miles at your discretion. By having the Saver Rewards card and pairing it with a venture credit card, such as the Capital One Venture X, you now have the ability to choose to convert that cashback to points and miles. And when it comes to the Chase Freedom Flex, if you pair that with a Chase Sapphire card, say the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you once again have complete flexibility of choosing cashback at one time or making it points. And the Citi Custom Cash, well, if you pair that with the Citi Strata Premier, you once again have complete control of cashback and points. With these top 6 credit cards, let alone if you choose to match them with any of these honorable mention credit cards, will give you an absolute foundation with American Express, Bilt, Capital One, Chase, as well as Citi. That variety will guarantee your success for no matter what travel that you want to do, because you're going to be able to accumulate the points and miles needed for that particular travel at the lowest cost. Having the right credit cards can truly change your life like it's done for me and my family. Traveling around the country and the world is not something that my wife and I would have been able to do with our 9-to-5 jobs, and you can do the same. But gaining hundreds of thousands of miles and points won't matter if you don't have a strategy, because without a strategy, you're definitely going to waste those points and miles you earn. I work through a strategy each and every year to make sure that doesn't happen to me. I will go through that in this next video.